Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I will show you how to solve or how to calculate the equivalent resistance of an infinite ladder circuit. So to do this, what we have to know first that what a ladder circuit is. So let's start. Suppose I have a circuit arrangement like I have shown here, and we have to calculate the equivalent resistance between A and B. Now you see that each and every step is repeating regularly and it is looking like a ladder, and as it is extending up to infinite or infinity, that's why it's called an infinite ladder circuit. Okay. Suppose the resistances given are R1, R2. In the most common problem, you can see the resistances are given like R1, R2. These horizontal resistances are R1 and the vertical resistances are R2. You'll often see the values of resistances are given like this. But today, what I gonna do, I'll show you how to solve the most general case for this problem, so that you can solve any kind of problems like this, or you can solve any kind of ladder circuit problem, infinite circuit problem. Okay. So let us putting some general values, like here I am putting NR1, here I am putting NR2, here it's N square R1, here it's N square R2, N cube R1, N cube R2, N to the power 4 R1, sorry, this is R1, and N to the power 4 R2, and so on. So you can see that in each and every step, the resistances are increasing by a factor of N. The most simplest case is when N equal to 1. So if we can solve this general case, then I think you can solve any kind of problems regarding this. So first, what I am doing here, I am just cutting out or taking out the first portion of the circuit. So the remaining portion will look like this. Before that, let us consider the equivalent resistance B, R equivalent. I am writing it. So equivalent resistance of this circuit is R equivalent. Now I am taking out the first part and drawing like this. So the resistance is starting like NR1, NR2, N square R1, N square R2, and so on. Now if you look the circuit from here, you can see the circuit is starting from NR1, NR2. So you can say that if the equivalent resistance of this circuit is R equivalent, then the equivalent of this circuit must be NR equivalent, because all the resistances are increasing by a factor N starting from here. The resistances in this circuit was starting from R1 and R2, and for this circuit is starting from NR1 and NR2. So I can say that the equivalent resistance has increased by an amount N. So equivalent resistance of this portion is equal to NR equivalent, and that's your problem. Now you just, what you will have to do, you just put this part. Now I am putting this part on. This is R1 and R2, and the equivalent circuit becomes, look, this is R1, R2, and in parallel with R2, there is the resistance which is NR equivalent. this is equivalent circuit, and this is nothing but the simplest form of the given circuit. So the equivalent resistance will be R equivalent is equal to N R equivalent parallel to R2. You can see these two are in parallel, and after that this is in series with R1 plus R1, and now you have to solve for R equivalent. Now see, I am doing this like R equivalent equal to N R equivalent R2 by N R equivalent plus R2 plus R1, or N R equivalent square. I think you can solve it, is equal to N RQ R2 plus N R1 R equivalent plus R1 H2, and after rearranging this becomes N R equivalent square minus N R1 plus R2 minus R2 into R equivalent minus R1 R2 equal to 0. So you have to solve for this equation, and you have to calculate equivalent resistance, which you can solve by Sridhar-Acharya's method. I am just cleaning this portion. And starting from here, I can write R equivalent is equal to AX square plus BX plus C. You have to consider this form. So minus B, so this becomes plus, and I got in R1 plus R2 minus R2 minus root over B square plus 4AC plus minus root over B square. That means in R1 plus R2 minus R2 square minus 4AC means plus 4N R1 R2 by 2A, that is 2N. This is your R equivalent. Now you can see that there are two solutions. If you put the actual values of N, R1 and R2, you will get two solutions. One will positive and another is negative, and equivalent resistance can't be negative. So this is the most general case to calculate the equivalent resistance of an infinite ladder circuit. Now in your exam, suppose you are given a circuit like this. I will not draw much. Up to infinity, and this is R1, this is R2, this is R1, this is R2, this is R1, this is R2. So you can find the factor N is equal to 1. This is my first step. I find the factor N factor, that is 1, and the equivalent becomes, if you put N in this formula, you will get the equivalent resistance for this circuit. Now suppose R1 and R2 all are given 1, then what we will get? We will get R equivalent is equal to N equal to 1, R1 and R2 equal to 1. That means we will get 1 plus minus root over 5 by 2. Now you can see, if I take the 1 minus root over 5 by 2 solution, then it will give us a negative value. So we do not have to take this, we have to take the feasible solution. R equivalent is equal to 1 plus root over 5 by 2. This is my actual solution. Now if you are given a circuit like this, suppose this is 2, this is 4. Four, 8, 8, 16, and so on. Then what you have to do? You have to just find the factor. You can see 4 means 2 into 2, and 8 means 2 into 4. 2 8 means 2 square into 2 and 16 means 2 square into 4. So you can find that the value of n is equal to 2 for this particular circuit. Now if n equal to 2, then you just put n equal to 2 here and you will get the solution. So in this way you can solve any kind of infinite ladder circuit, and you also can solve the circuit containing capacitors also, because you know how to calculate the series and parallel connections for capacitor. So you also can calculate for infinite ladder circuits with capacitor. So I think this is the most general type of solution or general type of way to solve the infinite ladder circuit. So thank you for watching.